is Unpoured Perspectives. I'm Joel.
Bobby.
Kevin, Spirit for us.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
So we don't have any guests tonight, which is okay because it's been an action-packed month and a bit.
Freestyling.
Been an
Freestyle.
action-packed year. We've had a lot of guests this year, and it's kind of nice to actually just go the three of us again.
Yeah, yeah, very good. Uh, First and foremost, what's in your glass?
So I just poured a warm-up dram for today. We'll still get to Canada Corner, I'm assuming, but I have a Cavalan Vino Barrique Solist, 55.6%.
What you got, Bobby?
I have a unreleased bottle from our dinner that we did the other night. So there'll be some. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to share this or not, but whatever. There'll be some Campbelltown mystery drams coming eventually from somebody and somebody if they happen to zoom in the video and see. So I think I guess it's 8 year currently. Maybe
Will
9 years maybe 9 years by the time they bottle it.
will somebody and somebody be having more drams? That
Hey,
There'll be
coming out?
it's going to be a Dram Mor, so there'll be more coming. I mean, all of us were at the dinner this past weekend to hang out with Kenny and Victoria from Dram Mor. So
Some
it
very
was
big emotional drams from the heart.
yeah, super. I'm pretty sure the entire like airport heard Kenny when he was going, which is awesome. I mean, he's probably the best presenter you could possibly have, definitely for in person, because he just even people that were there that were, maybe not so much in the spirits. I was actually pretty surprised that my sister-in-law went full out, was had a great time, drank everything. She was super excited. I mean, they were hugging and kissing at the end with Kenny and everything. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone had a really good time. So it was super fun.
he's a bigger than life personality for sure. And I think, Kevin, you put it the best when you said we received a masterclass on masterclasses because the whole thing, it was in a way, yeah, a spirits tasting, but it was a performance piece too. Like
It
there
was
was a
so
lot
fun.
going on. Yeah.
I
It
know my
included everyone, right? It was noobs to experienced to people to like he was joking around, and he didn't care, about the spirit so much. It was about bringing people together and making sure that everyone was felt included and everyone had a good time.
Very true. Very true.
except for last, those East Coasters.
We like to pick on the East Coast, especially
Yeah.
in my house, being that my wife's from the East Coast.
Or anyone named McDonald.
Yeah. No, McLeod, McLeod.
McLeod, right? Couple spits to the floor. It was pretty funny. Actually, we showed the video of him talking, and my nephew thought it was How to Train a Dragon actor.
Oh, yeah.
The father.
That's
So you
awesome.
guys got to see them in real life? I'm like, no.
I
He
hadn't put that connection together, but
kind of
totally
sounds like him.
goes. He
Yeah,
could
he
do the
kind of sounds
voice
like.
of Gerard Butler
I know
as the father for sure.
for sure. The grown-up version of How to Train Your Dragon, How to Drink Whiskey. No, it was good.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So for those who don't know, we did that Dram Mor on Saturday. On Friday, we did all three of us were on something else too. You want to talk about that for a minute, Bobby?
Uh,
Oh, we
Friday.
did that already. Yeah.
What did I do Friday?
We had a tasting event.
Oh right, yeah, we did this very spirit-filled action weekend. Yeah, we did SOS. We had a El Tequileno event, so we did like during above their main line, we did like basically their core line of tequilas from Blanco to like a $900 bottle of like extra añejo. So nine samples, so full fledged third generation master distiller, which they actually just were announced. He won what Master Blender of the Year for 2025, so big award to them. But it was fun. It's good to go through each step of the way. Solid stuff's nothing to complain. So that was fun.
Yeah. Now I've still not caught the tequila bug myself. I enjoyed it. I noted some of the differences and stuff, but one of the things I think we differed in, you seem to prefer the Blancos over anything rested or aged. For myself, I was kind of the opposite.
So I thought when I got into tequila that I would like the extra aneos or the añejos to the repos because I drink more whiskey, and then it was the other way around. But there are a few now in my journey of going through and collecting a whole bunch of bottles. Now it's I still think I like Blanco the best, but there's definitely a few añejos and extra añejos I really really like. Maybe one repo. I find repo is the hard one because it's like it's not quite a Blanco, but it's not quite an añejo, and it's kind of stuck in a limbo. Or and it's weird because I think the majority of people that really 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 like tequila like repos, and it's like just fall on either side of the fence and pick one. So I'm a little hesitant on repos, but I mean it's still good. I'm growing to like, and I would say probably the majority of the stuff I've gotten or at least bought in the last year has actually been agave.
For me, you know, tequila is I'm really appreciating tequila, even though I'm very new to it. I haven't had a ton, mezcal as well, but I'm appreciating it because it is so different from whiskey. And to me, I'm still struggling to really feel the nuances of a reposado or an anejo or extra anejo, um, because to me right now, it just seems like it's heading in the direction of a whiskey, something that I'm very familiar in, and that's not what I'm looking for, or I don't know how to really appreciate, the nuances of a reposado or an anejo, and I sort of really appreciate tequila blancos for what they are because they are so different. Um, there's a lot of that earthy celeriac, a lot of sweet flavors that I'm not going to get in a whiskey at all.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
Did
it's
you? I mean, the
something.
good thing you would be with, I guess, with Brent can give you a good rundown or showdown of the different stuff because it seems like he's got a whole bunch of different stuff at his place and he's
Now,
pretty
Brent
passionate.
Brent had been to El Tequileno. He'd like, oh, it's got all the history. He had a book out, was showing me all the areas, was explaining to me like where they drive the tequila, the hearts of the agave, where the fields were. He was giving me a whole like lesson over there.
Yeah, I'll have to get you some samples stuff. There's definitely I feel you. I think too, like the blancos are like the true form of what the tequila is going to be like, and there's an extension. But there's definitely some I found. I was like really surprised. Like Don Filano's got a few that were like because they don't use any bourbon barrels ever. They only use French oak. That it's like a completely different tone. Um, so I think that those are pretty good. I think Joel, you like one of those ones too. The that extra that blue ceramic one was like fantastic, but it's done in like two or three different types of sherries or something. It's that one's so good. But there's definitely a few that I've had recently too where it's like, whoa, this is super good. Like I have an Anheo done in like a cherry barrel.
Mhm.
It's like black cherry ice cream. It's so good. So there's definitely a lot of like you kind of got to try a whole bunch of stuff.
So you can say that Friday and Saturday nights were a real juxtaposition of each other.
Yeah,
They were.
covered everything.
For sure, yeah. Like I mean, the agave world is its own thing. And even our presenter, Tony, he was extremely intelligent and his way of presenting was more information forward, which is great. And then on the flip side, we had Kenny, who is just a
Sorry.
fantastic storyteller, right? So two very different styles of doing things, and both were excellent. Both were really, really good. So thank you to all those who participated in that. If you're listening, big shout out to you guys. Now, um, what about on the Spirit for Us side of things, Kevin? What's new with you over the last few weeks?
So our all of our products, except for the spoonies, which we're sold out of, but all of our products have been sent to Alberta. So I'm
Congratulations.
really looking forward to stores pulling them from the ware from the warehouse and I'm really looking forward to seeing, my products appear, on
Websites.
websites, and it's going to be a completely, like, it's a very exciting thing for me.
Cool.
Also
I
very
hear.
nervous because I really hope the stores do decide that there's value in selling them. Um, but for you, for the listeners, if you don't see them at your local store, ask for them, please. We've got some really good products. I'm very proud of them, and I can't wait to see what the West thinks about them.
Do you have all the products on hand, Kevin, that you could give us a quick rundown on what is available in Alberta?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can just point at the back here. We've
Well,
got,
you're
sorry.
gonna probably do your editing magic later, right? And
Oh yeah,
take
true.
a nice
Yeah,
picture, right?
that's a great point. Um, so yeah, I'll stick bottles in on the screen, but I've got two agave, which is basically tequila. Just we just can't call it tequila because it wasn't bottled in Mexico. Um, this was made by Tim Wilson, and that's why it's called Wilson's Pride. But it's aged for 20 months, so I think that makes it an añejo or an extra añejo. Which one?
Yeah, I guess no, I'd be an inhale.
An añejo. Okay.
Yeah, because you can go.
3 months for a repo, I believe, was it?
All right, so you can go a year, like 0 to like a year for
I think it's
uh
2 to 12 for a repo, and
yeah.
then 12 to 24 for an añejo, and then above 24 is a extra añejo or something. Look, I mean, I'm not the super expert on tequila. I'm just getting into it, but all of the people that I've spoken to about trying these two really love them. The We have the 55% and the 40%. We bottled the same thing, just at different strengths, hoping that we'll see which one people like. And so far, we found that if you're a more experienced drinker, the 55% is a little more savory, and a lot of people are going to appreciate that one. If you're a little bit newer into spirits, the 40% is great, goes down easy. Also makes a great cocktail or margarita.
All
Um,
mine are hiding right there.
yes, thank you. And then we've got three whiskeys. We have our 9-year-old, I think that's this one, our 9-year-old Stillwaters that was finished in Amburana, the first whiskey ever finished in Amburana in Canada, first Canadian whiskey in Canada finished in Amburana. Then we have our Saanich and our Macalonis. And the Saanich, well, I mean, they're both technically Macalonis, but the Saanich is light and fruity, and it's peaches and honeydew and melons and all sorts of really wonderful flavors. Short Pours is actually releasing a few videos now, and so if you want to check out an independent review or opinion, definitely go check his out. He'll be releasing videos over the next week. The Macalonis is sort of more bourbon style. It's got brown sugar, a little bit of leather and coffee, those kinds of notes. Um, and then, yeah, that should be all three.
Very cool. Now, my parents, I always try to share a little something with them. My dad will have some whiskeys with me. My mom, absolutely, absolutely not. Um, so I poured her a little bit of the agave for us, Wilson's Pride, 55%. The first time ever, she came back and go, "Oh, can I have some more of this?" It's very, very good. So she really loves it. So bravo there.
That's awesome. Ultimately, I think that is the most important thing for me. Creating high quality spirits is very important, but I think it's useless if people and families, can't make memories around a bottle. And I think that's really the most important thing, right? I think that's the thing that's going to keep people coming back, and I think that's the thing that will make the brand. Uh, I mean, I don't want to use the word important because I don't think a whiskey brand is important, but it's the thing that I want to differentiate us from other whiskey brands.
Mhm.
We try to keep our prices as low as possible. We think it's very important that people can purchase our stuff easily. And, I really want people to remember, time spent around our bottles.
Yeah. Now, have you experimented with any mixology within any of those bottles?
A little bit. The uh, Recently, people have been making a tequila Negroni with the agave, the Wilson's Pride,
Hmm.
and Logan's. Um, what's the channel?
Libations.
Logan's Libations. Yes, Logan's Libations. He made a milk punch
Oh,
Oh,
with the 9-year old still waters because of how cinnamon forward it is. It made a really good cinnamon milk punch. Probably go well with some eggnog.
hmm.
Um, the other thing that goes well is with the macalonis. Probably would be a chocolate. No, no, sorry. Also with the Ambirana, the 9-year old still waters, is a chocolate old fashioned.
Wow.
So chocolate bitters, and then the whiskey brings in those cinnamon flavors, and it creates a really beautiful, um, cinnamon chocolate vibe that you don't get in a regular old fashioned.
Sounds really good.
cool.
We need to have a mixologist on this show.
We
I think
do,
that would be
we do.
fun.
Yeah, we had like Dimitri and Logan on.
Hmm. The brains are storming.
We could get Simon on as well.
True. Yeah,
Now,
like
hey, you mentioned Simon. You've got something coming up in a couple of weeks there. You want to spill the beans on that for a minute?
Oh boy, do I ever. Um, Man, I don't want to give too much away because I think it'll be important to hear it from the horse's mouth. But the London Wine and Food Show is actually a really large sort of spirit event, or, maybe not just spirits, but it's actually a really large event, right? Every year they get 14,000, 15,000 people. And so there's a lot of people that come. And they're going to be redesigning this year's London Wine and Food Show. It's being rebranded to Taste Experience or the London Wine and Food Experience. Um, and they're going to have the big thing that we're going to hear a lot more about in our next podcast is they're going to have 1,000 Canadian products. Not definitely like exactly 1,000, but the aim is to get to 1,000. And I've been working on the spirit side, and we've been trying to like call distilleries and get bottles to try and get all the unique expressions that we can that are made in Canada.
Very cool.
So there's not going to be any Macallans. There's not going to be any Scotch. There's not going to be any of this stuff. It's about exploring what we have in Canada. It's about exploration. It's about getting to know your local distilleries. It's about getting to know things that probably aren't necessarily in the LCBO, along with things that are in the LCBO. Um, but I think it's going to be a really cool event. And January 9th and 10th, the tickets, normal whiskey events, they're not, normal whiskey events are like $200, $250 sometimes. A Spirit of Toronto is $400. I think a ticket for this is like 25 or $35.
Cool.
And then you can buy your drink ticket. So you really determine your own experience.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it
you can
says
go
so
in.
for a single on the Friday, it says it's $35 or 40 at the door. You get a glass and 10 taste tickets. And then there's the double if you just double. Oh, they have a bunch of different options online. It says Saturday's the same thing. The doubles for some reason's a little bit cheaper on Saturday, and then they have like a reserved table for six you can do. So you get six admissions, six tickets, 60 taste tickets, chocolate samples, and a bottle of sparkling wine. So there's a whole bunch of different options on their line. So
and a reserved table, somewhere to put your stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there's going to be a stage, there's going to be food, there's going to be, a massive bar. And, I don't want to say too much because that is really going to be the cool thing. And, one of the reasons why you really should tune in for our next episode. Uh, it's going to be so cool.
All right. Well, hey, we'll circle back to this in a little bit, because I want to get a little more information about when that podcast is coming out and who's going to be on it and where it's going to be filmed. But
So,
we'll circle back to that in a bit.
okay. All
All
right,
right.
cool.
What else did we do recently? Well, we had our Gretzky tour and tasting. And just when you were talking there about mixology a little bit, I was thinking about the cool little pack that I got with some bitters. There we go. Ginger beer cask rye. Very nice. And the ginger bitters with the simple syrup, which I found very, very interesting, very tasty. Did you guys get those as well? No?
I didn't.
Give me
I'm
one second.
really, although I've had other people do some mixology experiments. I'm not really a big cocktail kind of person.
Same.
Um, and so I didn't get it, but I did get a couple bottles of the rye.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not big. If someone makes me something, I'll try it. But normally at home, if I make something, it's either a dark and stormy or like a rum and coke. That's about my skill level of making mixed drinks.
What is a dark and stormy?
So it's dark rum, and then I use dark rum that's 60 to 75%, and then it's you mix it with ginger beer.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of creates like when you pour it in, it kind of separates. The darker is at the top and the bottom, so it's kind of like a dark and stormy type thing. Hence
Like
the
a black and
combination.
tan.
Yeah, a little bit like that. So, and depending on the ginger beer you get or the rum you use, you can kind of because some ginger beer can be very spicy, which I actually want to try a dark and stormy with the Gretzky because it's very gingery. I think you can make. I think this one is maybe not for the very whiskey driven people, but the ones that really want to have a lot of fun with this bottle. I think it can go either way. I don't mind it neat because I like ginger beer a lot, but those who might not like ginger beer, it's not a lot rye forward going on. It's super good, but I
Yeah.
think this is more for like those people that want to experiment with this bottle.
And I think it's good to reiterate that this is not a ginger flavored whiskey, right? He actually brewed a ginger beer, put it in the cask, let it ferment and do its thing, dumped it, and then added the whiskey to it. So yeah, you're getting some of the remnants of that ginger beer, but it's a cask influence. So
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit
he
different from
I think he
adding
said too,
flavor.
like the beer that came out of it was like 9%, like the
Yeah.
ginger beer. So like it was in there for a while to get all that flavor into the wood.
No, I just wanted to show you the simple syrup that I bought. And most people, if you're making your own simple syrup, it's easy. But this, so sugars, it's brown sugar and maple syrup, water, vanilla extract, cinnamon, cloves, and citric acid. Those are the ingredients in it. So a little bit different from your typical simple syrup. So that's why it kind of caught my eye. And then, of course, we have the ginger bitters as well.
Cool.
Um, And then on this one, it actually has one really interesting. Yeah, there we go. Including in here, it's alcohol, water, sugar, cinnamon, uh, gentian root, allspice, bitter orange, nutmeg, and cloves.
Oh wow.
So like a real gingerbread kind of feel to it. Really nice stuff. So I was able to make a ginger old fashioned with it, and it was good. It was really good. So
Nice.
Fun. I'll try that next time I come over.
yeah, for sure. So what
I will
about
say that, sorry, just quickly,
yeah, sure.
we're currently filming tonight's podcast hot off the heels of the release of part two of the Cold Gretzky Taste Experience. So go check that out if you haven't. Obviously, the tour will be better consumed on YouTube or watching the video, but it is uploaded so you can listen to it as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Want you guys to go back and check that out for sure. Why don't we get into Canadian Corner a little bit?
Which one do we want to do?
So when I did these the other day to go through, I was like, I don't know where to start. I started with the Tabor corn. Um,
So which distillery first?
so yeah, so guys, we got for Canada Corner, we're going to be doing Bridgeland Distillery out of Alberta, and we want to say a big thanks to Daniel there for sending these bottles out for us. So we actually got three bottles tonight, not just one. So we have the Tabor Corn 101. So this one is 50.5%. This is 60% Tabor corn, 32% barley, and 8% wheat. All Alberta aged in virgin charred American oak with no additives, no coloring, or chill filtration. So I guess this is kind of like their take on like a bourbon.
And so the 101 is like the proof number, 50.5.
Yeah, 50.5. So um, it smells good. Nice, cool little square bottles too, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, those are very unique bottles. I don't know if there are any other bottles that are so unique in Canadian whiskey.
Is it a glass
I've got my official Unpoured Perspectives Denver and Liley glass out as well.
official?
Special. What were you gonna say, Joe?
Is it a glass cork?
No, it's synthetic.
Okay. I have a bottle of rum from Hawaii that's
Oh yeah, there's square
um,
bottles like this too, right? Yeah, yeah, that's
but
true.
it's a glass cork.
Do they are they 500 mils or are they 750 mils?
These ones are 500.
Okay.
So it says that the higher proof gives a depth of flavor and aroma second to none of the bourbon market, just like the corn is made from. So actually, their bottles are really nice too. It's even got like the Bridgeland logo kind of popped out at the bottom, which is kind of cool.
That is nice. I do like the details. Shelter Point recently added some nice detailing to their bottles as well. I find the nose on this to be quite sweet.
Yeah, very sweet.
Green apples and sugar,
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
pastry.
considering it's 60, what did I say it was 60% corn. It's not like your sweet, like bourbon style corn. It's a little, I guess maybe a little muddled down.
Hmm. I'm
True, it
getting like
does feel like it's not red apples, it's green apples, I think. It's like
I'm
green
getting like a
grapes.
maraschino cherry syrup.
Yeah, it's like a thick, like definitely doesn't feel like it's thin or anything. It's got like a nice robust nose on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the color is interesting too. It's like nice, great color on it.
Big slow tears, not legs, tears.
What did Kenny say?
Wow, I like that. Um, there is, and it's there's a slight bite going down, which I really like. Still quite, easy, but it's not attacking me, but it's like I'm feeling it a little bit.
It's surprisingly fresh.
Yes, yeah.
I get like a little bit of hay maybe,
So
a little bit of
here's
cherry.
so for me, I don't like bourbon, right? Uh, the wood character, like it just that flavor profile, that virgin oak character, I'm not in love with. This, I guess, is meant to be in a similar to that, or no? Am I, or that's a different one?
No, this is
This
called
is the
Tabor corn. It's spelled B like
right.
weird ERBON.
Yeah, the BRBN, right. So,
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to say is that I kind of this I would drink. I appreciate this more than I would a bourbon, and I think it doesn't have that typical, quite oaky character for me, anyways. I'm not saying everyone gets that. I'm saying my palate, which doesn't do well with bourbon, this this I'm quite enjoying.
Yeah, I don't necessarily gravitate towards bourbon myself, but that being said, this is quite nice. I don't know if, sorry,
I don't know if I would say it's
want to pause,
particularly
Bobby?
complex.
You good?
Sorry, yeah, someone's raiding my cupboard in the room, so I'm trying to keep it quiet.
I don't know if I
Pull out
would
your
say that
shotgun,
this
bro.
is what?
Pull out your shotgun.
I don't know if I would say that this is particularly complex. But in some ways, I kind of like that about it. It has a few really great notes that it does really well. Um, this is not a dram you're gonna sit and analyze for hours and hours and hours, but it is kind of crushable.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Bobby, what's this bottle worth?
Let me the more you drink this too, I find the more you get a lot more sweeter fruity notes too, some cherries, some maybe dried fruits too, maybe. Like I think this is one you need. If you just take a quick initial sip, you might be like, it's just okay. But I find the more you do take like the second and third and the fourth sip, it does start opening up.
I'm actually getting milk chocolate now.
Yeah, there's a little bit that comes in at the end too. So this one, um, is this the higher ABV one? No. So the normal Tabor corn is 57.9 or 57.99. Trying to find their distillery here. Oh, they have a bunch of interesting things though. Let's see, spirits.
That has to make the blooper reel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay, regular
Bobby, are you
Tabor.
going to introduce us to your husband?
We can edit it out. Sheldon's here. So this one is does it say how much is? Oh crap.
I don't think I'm editing that out. That's staying in.
Um, so everybody, that was my brother-in-law, not my husband. I don't know. I don't know. Their website is not really working very well. It doesn't give me uh Bridgerland, Tabor, Horn. Yeah, 50 point
So I
50.
don't know if they actually sell from their website. So you might have to
Oh
look up.
right.
You might have to look up from a
So
scroll.
and Willow Park, it's $70. You can buy two 375 mils from another store for like 105. The is this 500 mil too? Yeah, so it's 71 dollars.
For the 500 mil.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
not
So
not
it's a
horrible.
little more expensive than some of our other Canada corners. Um, I think there is kind of a little bit more there, a little bit extra value that you get.
I
And
would
true,
say,
like when I poured all these, it was a fresh crack too. So like I don't know if you guys kept a little bit more. The
yeah.
sample too, maybe go back a little bit later. I can always pour you guys some extra too. But it seems to one of those ones that gets a little bit of air and it opens up because it is a touch higher ABV too. That um I could definitely you can still taste it and
I
yeah, it's
love the
not bad.
nose on it. The nose on it is tremendous. Like it's got a lot of nice fruity cherry syrups and things like that. And I think it's nice. It's great.
Yeah, I get like some like you were saying, Kevin, a little bit of chopped milk chocolate, and then there's like I get what Kev or Joel said, and then I get a little bit of stone fruits too. Maybe
Mm.
some like apricot or date or something that comes in there too. It's nice. Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
guess your glass is probably like somewhere halfway between my glass
Yeah,
and Kevin's glass too,
I'm
right?
using like a little one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kevin's
yeah.
got like this. Kevin's just getting all of the flavor out of the Denver and Laley glass. Yeah, he's just rubbing.
Got
Actually,
my second one ready
should have tried it
for
in
the
my bourbon
second
glass.
pour.
Yeah, maybe I'll join you, Kevin.
Denver would be sad if you didn't.
Oh, actually, I don't. Oh, is mine out? For some reason, I don't know where any of my stuff is.
It's because they're in the dishwasher, probably. It's because you use them so often.
I know why you had Jared sleep over there.
Yeah,
Probably right through there.
maybe he stole my glass.
So which one do we want to do next? The one
So
at 45.5, the wheat and barley, or the one at 41.5, the malted barley and oats?
I guess we should probably go with the lower first. Let's do the Innisfail whiskey, Canadian single pot still. So this is a it's like a dark green label. The specs on this are so from a mixed mash of malted and unmalted barley, distilled in a pot still, raw and malted barley and oats
Hmm.
make up this grain. So a single pot still whiskey that's distilled 3 times and aged in different casks. So American oak, French oak, and new and used oak without additives, coloring, and chill filtration. And it's a 41.5%.
Cool.
Whenever I hear oats, because of the Gretzky oats, I do get a little excited inside.
How often do you hear oats though? Like,
Not very much, not very
No, not
often.
not enough.
No, not enough.
I think oats really rounds out a whiskey. I'm gonna use the bourbon glass just because I don't know. I think my other one's in the kitchen.
You should have put the BRBN in that glass.
I know. I thought about it. My desk is a big mess right now. I can't find anything.
getting a super buttery nose.
Yeah, I think oats makes like so much things so much better. So I was trying to go through the other day when I was looking these up too. Bridgeland, this is the signature. I like. Um, can't spell tonight. Bridgeland, Canadian or Innisfail whiskey. So if you go to who was I going to? I was going to Kensington because I like their write up. So this one is 66.99 at Kensington. Um, this one has so the producer's tasting notes are orchard fruits, apple, pear, subtle sweetness, floral, sweet, delicate with great thick mouthfeel and hint of baking spices. I even get like maybe a little bit of pineapple too.
It's amazing to me that the 10 points from going from the 52.7 to this 41.6 or whatever it is, it tastes way thinner. Like way, way thinner.
It's so creamy.
I did get my first thought. My first thought was creamy as well.
And you get those. I'm not one. This would be about as far as I want to go on a floral note, but I think it's nice with the sweetness of like the apple and the pear as mentioned, with a little bit of spice. But this one's quite florally,
It is. You're right. It is more floral.
like definitely like mid palate, like your middle of your tongue, like all the way back. It's like it's quite floral, but not enough. It's not like a lavender or like overbearing. It goes nice with the sweetness. Joel, you're thinking there?
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to believe that these are from the same distillery. They're two so different spirits, like completely polar opposite to me.
This is very
Triple
like
distilled. It's smooth.
yeah. This goes down very quickly,
Yeah.
very easily. Doesn't have a long finish. Um,
Well, it's malted and unmalted barley, which you normally get some unique tones with that, anyways, right? But then you're adding in the oats as well.
hmm.
And again, they're using American oak, French oak, and new and used oak. So you kind of got this whole mash of just so much going on, multiple flavors coming in. But I mean, I think it's quite cohesive. I think it's blended well.
Yep. I,
Um,
I think I prefer the Tabor corn, but this would definitely speak to a different audience. Um,
beginner whiskey drinker. Like I think this would be perfect for a beginner whiskey drinker.
yeah. It's also very crushable in the way that um, because the finish is gone very quickly, you kind of want to go back to it quicker. And so I think it could be dangerous.
I see what you're saying. Not what I'm looking for in my whiskey. That's what I'll say.
No, I agreed. I think
Yeah.
that's not me. I'm not that audience, but there
Yeah,
is definitely an audience out there for that whiskey for sure.
for sure. Yeah. And once again, you said 66 for 500 mil, somewhere around there.
Yeah, So I mean, it's not. It's up. I mean, I think that's fair price. I can't say anything bad about that. I think so. We have next the
I think I'm gonna have to go back to this on a fresh palate
yeah.
because
Probably actually, I probably we should probably should have started with that one.
yeah, I do feel like that first one is quite powerful in comparison to this, so
I
I'm
screwed up. Sorry,
definitely
guys.
missing the nuance on it. No, it's all good.
I'm trying to see if there's actually any. I don't know. Is this bottle? So the other one they sent us was the 2025 single blend, which I think just released like a month ago. So there's not a whole lot of information on this one.
On this one, I have to join the rest of you riffraff with a regular glass.
So
Yourself, I'm still using my blender's glasses. I got screwed.
so this is the like I said 2025 Bridgeland single blend. So this is another super interesting one. So single blend pays homage to the two most grown and harvested grains in Alberta. Can you guess what they are?
Wheat. Wheat.
Yep.
Corn,
And
wheat and corn,
nope, barley.
barley.
So wheat and barley. So our wheat, whiskey, and Innisfail whiskey are prominent components, including the first ever sherry finish Glenbow whiskey, which contributes a sweet nuttiness. So this is 45.5%. This is wheat and barley. So it's kind of like an interesting. This one has a cool color too. Wow, this one's very oily in the glass.
I do get the wheat for sure on the nose. It does have like a softer sort of softness on the
Yeah.
nose.
And the sherry, first ever sherry Glenbow whiskey, which you do get that little bit of nuttiness and a little bit of sherry. Like you definitely get that hint of that super sweetness from the sherry right away.
I haven't tasted it yet.
No, on like on the nose, I get like loads of sherry on the nose. Maybe we
Yeah.
should pour that back into your other glass so
A
you
little
can.
bit of I get a little bit of almond, which I think is often a sherry note for sure.
Yep, they did say nutty.
I like this one.
It's very oily,
Yeah.
and even this one, I find this one has a nice bite at 45.5.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
this one,
true,
yeah,
yes.
it's very nutty. That sherry is super nice. You get those sweetness from the wheat. It's creamy, oily. Yeah, this actually might be my favorite of the three.
There's a little bit of spice on the tongue as well,
Yeah, no, it's nice.
lingering.
It's
Lingering
fun too
spice.
because
I
for
think I
me, this
also
is
get
like
some green apples again. I think I get.
it's nice too because I don't know if Joel, I don't think you've ever had anything from them.
No.
I've never had anything from them, so this is a cool experience. I don't know if you have, Kevin. Did you? I don't. Did you
Um,
try the original? Tabor?
I
What would? Well, there's a red labeled bottle, right? Like a black and red one. I think I tried at Last Straw once. I think that was like a
I
single
do
barrel.
believe I have a bottle,
Yeah, okay.
somewhere around here.
It's short and stubby. It's hard. It's probably hiding
Well,
on you.
it's probably in my cupboard over there that's got stuff in front of it that I'd have to move stuff. It's where I put all my short bottles.
We discriminate against short bottles, Kevin. Come on.
Well, I can't put my big bottles, my tall bottles there because the shelves don't. They're stuck. So that's
It's
where my
very
short bottles
oily.
go.
My wife, when watching these podcasts, always comments like, "Are you sure Kevin's safe there? Like his shelves aren't gonna crash down on him? Like those don't look too stable." So
From what I understand, actually, each of these little L shelf brackets here, each of these will hold a ton, like 1,000 pounds.
come on.
Serious.
Yeah,
They,
but what did you anchor them into the wall with?
with like 3.5 inch, like into the studs.
Okay, so they are
Uh,
in studs.
yeah, no, they're in the studs. Every single nail, every single screw is in the studs, and they're in there like they're definitely in there.
with those 18-inch apart in between.
These look like
They
16.
may not be, but they're in the studs. The studs may not be 100% code down here. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm just bugging you. So out of the three, though, which one was your guys' favorites?
I
I
think
gotta
I'm
go back
going
and
with the Tabor.
yeah, I'm gonna go back and re-pour that into the bourbon glass since it's called bourbon, or I don't know what you call it, bourbon. I
Bourbon.
don't know what you call that weird letter, like a upside down or backwards three with a little thing on the bottom. It looks like a bean. Oh, a massively different nose in this glass. Should have just started with this glass.
So obviously, everyone's palate is different, right? I think for me, the Tabor corn would be number one. But then I think I would go back to the Innisfail with the malted barley and oats, the 41 and a half at number two. And I would do this one at number three, which is the wheat and barley at 45.5. Um, I
Tastes so
think the
different.
wheat and barley in the finish for me, there's initially it's quite nice. At about 3 or 4 seconds, it turns a little bit. But then it comes back after so 3 or 4 seconds, it sours, and then it comes back after like 8 seconds and changes again. So I like that it's dynamic like that, but it does go in a way that I'm not a fan of um, for that 4 second period in the finish. And for me, I think the finish is the most important part of the whiskey drinking experience because that's the part, especially if it's a long finish. It's you're sitting with that for a longer period of time. It's the thing that you have in your mouth for a more period of time, and so I really place a lot of weight on the finish.
This reminds me of your comment during the Dram Mor dinner.
I
What did I
think yeah,
say again?
I think it was something that it wraps around your teeth.
Right. It was very the tannins on that particular Armagnac were it was like making, like you get that squeaky cheese. It was like digging in at my teeth and my gums and making it like a very tannic wine.
yeah. Having the Tabor corn in the Denver and Lely bourbon glass, yeah, made a huge difference over these little glasses. Definitely much more fuller, a lot more cherry and vanilla spice the second time through. So yeah, I go Tabor corn. I'd probably do the same order as you, Kevin. Actually, Tabor corn, Innisfail, the single blend, the initial taste, your mid palate's okay, but it has kind of like a off finish. Um, I'm not sure what that is, but again, these are all fresh cracks, so I will go back and go through. But I mean, I'm happy. I'm thankful that they send it out to us. Well, big thank you to Daniel at Bridgeland. Um, you know,
Thank you, Daniel.
Do
yeah,
you think that is a bit of what do you a disclaimer we should probably put out there? All of our samples, they come from the original bottle. Um, they're normally fresh cracks. Myself and Joel's are normally still the fresh crack because they go into a full ounce and there's not a lot of air. After that, Bobby, yours may have sat for a few months while we get the samples on air.
these ones are like this. Literally, these are a week old, so these are like
Sure.
the probably the freshest we've had. I got these two
Yes.
because it was conveniently got to see you at the same place at the same time, which rarely happens. So yeah, I gotta get some 2 ounce or from 4 ounce bottles. I gotta order some more, so next time I can give you like a much bigger selection. Those are like basically the last couple sample bottles I had because didn't realize I didn't have anything left. So next time I will share with you more. So that's my bet.
All good.
How dare you?
I
Yeah,
think that
I just want to keep all the bottles to myself, as you can see, because I don't have enough.
I think I have enough full sample bottles to like last me forever and ever. Like there's
If you saw
little
my desk right
tiny
now,
yeah.
I have enough sample bottles just on my desk to last me the next year.
Yeah.
I gotta every time someone comes, I've had like 3 or 4 people come over in the last few days, and then I met up with somebody and they gave me another baggie of. There's like some 28 year olds, 27-year old. There's a 50-year-old in here. There's a whole bunch of.
Send me a picture of your desk and I'll add it, and I'll take a picture of my samples, and then
We can just. Oh no, my the cord is no, it's full.
yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want to see my desk.
So I have these two samples here. I don't know if Bobby, you want to just talk about those for a sec there too.
All
Ooh,
right. Yeah.
I don't have those ones.
So the store out west reached out to me. I don't know, 6 months ago or so. I
Crown
think.
Sellers, right?
Yeah, and they reached out to Lysenda, or I think that's how you, or Lys can whatever. I just say Lysenda. I don't know how you actually say it. So these are Armagnacs. This is the first time this brand has ever been in Canada. We got a bunch of samples to go through, and we came down to a 14-year-old and a 28-year-old. I originally thought, based on the samples, that the 28-year-old was your more traditional Armagnac, a little bit older, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of wood, um, like a wood cleaner polish, which is more your typical Armagnac note. And the 14-year-old was a lot younger, a lot youthful, a lot more interesting notes that you wouldn't expect. And then when I got the bottles, I cracked them. I had to double check my notes because they were way better than the actual samples we got, which I was super happy about because I'm like, these are amazing. So if you don't know what they are, and or you do know what they are and you want to know how to get them, there's still bottles left. You can reach out to me. I will tell you how to get them. But yeah, I'm super excited that this happened. So, but there is still bottles left at Crown Cellars.
Price point on those?
Um, yeah, so there's kind of like a community grouping price. I want to say they're like 145 for the 14 year, and I think it was 170 something for the 28-year-old. But I know there's another 28-year-old similar one in the States that goes for like 280 USD.
Yeah.
So basically, for what you pay for one in the States, you can get both shipped in Canada, which is crazy. So
And are these single casks, or are
yeah,
they?
yeah. So the 28-year-old, I'll grab the right one, was say how many bottles I got. Oh, so 260 bottles, and it's 58 or 55.4%. So it's cast strength. The 14-year-old, there was only 120 bottles, and that one's 58.4. It's cool
Which
coming.
apparently is very difficult to get out of France.
Well, I mean, they're
No,
from.
what I'm referring to is how Kenny was talking about how they tried to get the Armagnac out of France at cask strength.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, just take it out of the barrel, don't do anything to it. And they took it out of the barrel and put it down to 40% and then didn't do anything to it.
Yeah, even this one at 17-year-old is 49.2. So even this is lower-ish ABV, where these ones are like, yeah, like over 50s. So
But that 49.2 is cask strength, though, in that case.
that this particular one,
Yeah.
yeah. So they all come down. So like this is a Domaine Petite Claverie, and the other one's Ludon. So and then that's the Dram Mor is like a Chateau de, I don't know, Bordeneuve or something like that. So completely different. I mean, even if you're getting into Armagnac or you'd like to, the 17-year-old, I think it's like 145 or 150.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like you're talking like crazy stuff. This is less than $10 a year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
And,
the 10 year was like $100.
it's worthwhile mentioning for people that don't know, there is a lot of cognac out there on the market, and a lot of the main brands, Hennessy and Courvoisier and all of those brands, they buy from from the small little, cognac brandy houses, Armagnac houses, and it all goes into like a huge, massive blend, right? And so you lose all of the like extra nuance and special character from all of the single casks that these, little cognac houses and brandy houses have in France. And these specific bottles are special because they're not that, right? Like, uh, if you buy an XO bottle of brandy, XO means extra old, but it's only 10 years old, right? It doesn't actually, like, it's not that old at all. And you can get what, a 28 bottle, a 28-year-old here that's a single cask that's going to have all of that nuance and flavor intact.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
it's
like
not going
huge
to be
difference.
blended away into, 1,000 other barrels. And there's actually like a lot of really incredible value to be had in these single cask cognacs and armagnacs.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that these are available here in Canada too, right? And that's kind of what it comes down to. Um, Maybe the selection hasn't been so good in the past. So thank you to Kevin and Bobby and all the guys at Dram Mor and everything for bringing these and making them available to us. So thank you guys. Um, let's circle back. We wanted to talk to Kevin again about his next podcast, but before we do that, Bobby, um, what's our next SOS event coming up?
So we have at the moment, five Scotch, one rum. We'll be talking with Joshua from Single Cast Nation. So that'll be in the middle of January. And then to follow that, probably another tequila event with Siempre. And then we have a bunch of special stuff coming up after that, depending on when Southern Ontario Sippers private casks land. So probably a Scotch event, another tequila event, mixed stuff like that. Probably we've done a few interesting picks. We have some couple Penelope bottles that one released, another one will be releasing, and then try to tie everything together, maybe late spring or something like that. So a whole bunch of different interesting things on the go.
And are there any spots available for the Single Cask Nation event?
I think as of like an hour ago, I think there was three left.
Okay.
So there's three spots left. So
At
we
this
can.
moment on Wednesday, November 26th at 8:03 p.m., there are three spots left. So if you're interested, give us a shout out and we can see if we can get you in.
Yeah, I can give you like a quick rundown of the list of bottles. So the rum is a Brazilian rum, which they've used the cask uh, for another bottling that they did. So the single cask nation, we're looking at a Ben Rayek 16 year, a Rodmore 11 year, a Loch Lomond 18 year, a Williamson, which is Lafroig, a 10 year, Loch Lorenzo, which is an Aaron 9 year. The Brazilian rum is 12-year-old, and then there's the Manukmore? I don't know how you say that. The 16-year-old
Manic
Annickmore, sure.
Very
I
good.
guess the O sounds like an A.
We've done two other events with Single Cast Nation. The first one was a little on the dry side, but the second one with Joshua was fantastic. One of my favorite events that we had last year. So,
And he's like a nerdy nerd, whiskey
Yeah.
nerd. Like that
yeah.
guy can talk for hours. Like,
Joshua is one of my favorite people in whiskey for sure.
and yeah, they have a podcast too, so definitely listen to it.
They tend to do a tight 35, just like us, which essentially means they aim for 35 minutes but go to an hour and 15.
What happens when you start drinking, though, right? Like, oh, 10 minutes? Oh man, it's been 2 hours. What happened?
Kevin,
Yeah.
take us back through your plans for the next podcast there.
Okay, so we wanted to know where we're filming and who we're interviewing.
Yes, please.
So we're going to be filming at Scotch and Ponder with Simon. A lot of you know Simon through the different groups, and from the bar that he's running, or Whiskey Lounge at Scotch and Ponder in Ingersoll. He's going to guest host with me, and we're going to interview Stephen Rich, who is really the one designing the new London Wine and Food Show taste experience. And he was also the uh, previous master brewer at Cowbell in Blythe. He also has like all of the different, how do you say it, like certifications in beer and whatnot, which we'll get into with him. Um, he is just so incredibly knowledgeable. Uh, if I ever have a question, I know I can ask him. He's got answers for sure. And he's really awesome to talk to. I think he's going to make a wonderful interview. And personally, just from talking to him, I am very excited for what's coming out in on January 9th and 10th at Taste X, the London food and drink experience.
Is it not just because you live in London too?
Well, I'm very excited because, yeah, for that partially, for sure. It's nice to be able to go to an event that is in my hometown that I don't have to pay out the nose for a hotel and, organize, and all of those things. Um, but, the old London Wine and Food Show um, did feel a little stale. It was the same thing over and over, vendors and um, you know the same vendors were there. 40 Creek was always there, and um, it wasn't really a lot for me myself, right? And so it was nice. It was more to go with friends because you had other friends going.
Yeah.
And now this year, I'm really looking forward to what will be there because I'm hoping that there will be a lot for someone like me, and it'll be again about exploration and trying a whole bunch of new things.
Are
So,
you serving there too, or having a table?
So I was going to be serving. I'm unfortunately I can't. I'm not serving anymore. That's sort of a private issue. But um, we're hoping that there will be people from the community that will be supporting and serving in the spirits and cocktail section. And so come and see them. I don't want to say names quite yet because I don't want to lock those people in on social media without them doing so themselves. But come check it out. It'll be a great time. Um, yeah.
very cool. So, we're looking forward to that, especially that interview. Bobby and I will be there in spirit. Unfortunately, London is or Ingersoll is just a little bit of a drive for us, so um, we prioritize doing the live interview on site over doing this Zoom thing. So we appreciate what you're doing for that. So looking forward to that.
You,
Yeah,
you,
have fun.
you, guys, that I drive to Toronto and Grimsby all the time.
True.
No,
True.
no, it's all
But
good.
I'm like the only one that hasn't actually been to Simon's Place yet. So, but I also live the furthest away from both you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. No, it's
Uh,
all good. I'm just giving you guys a hard time.
I know. Well, I mean,
Um,
like, yeah, you're out here all the time. You just come by. We'll do a quick snippet or something. We can record something in my humble office. So,
I
yeah.
don't want to see you guys at my house. No, I'm just kidding.
Joel's address is 555. Shut the hell up, street. No, no, it's fun.
Cool, guys. All right. I enjoyed this very much. One thing I did want to talk about, but maybe we'll save that for the next time, is the question that Denver Kramer had left us. Um, for me specifically, let me just throw it out there real quick, okay? I couldn't narrow it down to one song, so I'm going with the album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Um, for a dram, one that I continuously go back to would definitely be the Ardbeg Oogie Dale. And for a snack, my brother's brother-in-law used to make these little tiny sliders based off of, I don't know if you guys have Denninger's where you are. It's a German store. They make a sandwich called the Big Rudy. And the Big Rudy is a schnitzel sandwich with an onion bun. It's got Russian dressing on it, tomato, and lettuce. He would make this little condensed version of them. Fantastic. So for me, thinking back, that was like sitting at my brother's cottage, listening to hip hop, round a fire with an Oogie Dale, having one of these little snacks. That was like mint for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I if I while you were talking, I was thinking about my own answer, and there were a number of ways I could have gone. One of the ways I'm gonna mention two ways. One of the ways I was thinking was sort of like Japanese pop or jazz, maybe not necessarily Japanese jazz, but just jazz or Japanese pop with sashimi and a Japanese whiskey. The other way that, and this was an experience that I had recently, and I'm going to give massive props to a local London microbrewery here. Um, the name just left my head. Uh, um,
We can edit that part.
just 1 second here. Uh, it's next to Milosh.
I actually see some smoke coming out of
Oh,
Kevin.
supply and demand. I didn't even see the name and I remembered it. Okay, so I had this experience at Supply and Demand, which is a local sort of beer microbrewery place, and they make pizza. And it's the kind of place that you can't go and like sub out ingredients and make your own pizzas. They don't support that. They've designed 8 pizzas. They are how they are. They come how they come. Maybe you can take an ingredient off, but there's no subbing of ingredients. Um, and I had pizza there with their stout, and their stout is like poured in one of these like great big um, like mugs. And when I put it up to my nose to take a drink the first time, I just got these massively like deep, rich coffee chocolate notes. The beer was wonderful. The company that I was with was also really awesome. Um, and so beer and pizza at Supply and Demand and at the same time, the music they were playing was this like sort of hip hop, like it's like indie hip hop. It was this really cool. They had a record night where people were putting on like actual records, and it was just a really good experience. Um, Something I really enjoyed and loved.
That's cool. That's really cool. Bobby, if you have an answer, just hold on to it for 1 second. I just want to show you guys something.
I don't. I didn't even think about it. Did I not give one the last time we had this conversation? Probably not, eh?
I don't think so. He did
Hmm.
say if you have one. He didn't say he didn't say you had to have one.
So I just wanted to show you guys this. Okay, so this was one of the first CDs that I bought, and then
Uh,
more recently, I bought the
Album.
okay. This was about 4 years ago. I went into a record store, found the vinyl, and I'm like, you know what? I'm buying it. I really want it. Okay. The very next day on the news, Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill goes diamond. That's
yeah,
platinum 10 times. So I want to say that this is the record that put her over the top.
yeah.
Wouldn't
Oh,
that be
that's cool.
something?
So please, when you're writing up the show notes, tag Lauryn Hill in it for me, please.
Will do. Yeah, will do. I mean, honestly, I do love her music. That is a great album. Um, Not that I know it well enough to be naming off songs, but you can't go wrong with some Lauryn Hill for sure.
Yeah, so no skips for me.
Cool. I don't have anything to answer, so I'm one of those people that I listen to every genre, every type of music, and I don't know if I've actually ever sat down or paid attention to what I was listening to while I was drinking anything. Because normally, if I'm listening to music, I'm generally only in my car, and I'm definitely not going to be drinking there. Uh, because I work and drive, my work is basically driving, and my office is my car. From job to job, I listen to. I actually have like an old, like 300 gig, like iPod shuffle thing, the giant block that's in my car that has stuff from when I was a teenager that I downloaded off LimeWire to even though I pay for YouTube Music and I have unlimited things, I still end up just listening to what's off my. So there's everything on there. Like the last 20 years of my life is on there. So I don't know if I could pick any particular song or match it with any particular whiskey. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place.
And of course, you always add the latest Unpoured Perspectives episodes for you to listen to as well, right?
Those I actually listen to while I'm working. I can't listen to ourselves in the car. I just drive off the road. No, I'm saying. No, I'm one of those guys. Like I listen to music in my car. I have a sub still. I'm 40 plus 43 years old, and I still have a subwoofer. Or I just refuse to listen to music. So, um, I don't know. I don't know. Favorite pour would be that's way too hard. I can't do it. I don't know.
Right
It's a
this
mood.
second. You
It's a
you
mood.
have to pour something right this second. What are you pouring?
Uh, I pour our Holmes K ITP.
Nice.
Nice.
Like one of the best bottles we've ever done. That bottle's fantastic. Yeah, and
That's
I like it. But
the long pond.
yeah, most people know too. If I had to give up any spirit, I'm taking rum. That's if I could only live with one bottle, I'd be pretty happy with that bottle.
Very cool.
You know, and food wise, I don't know. I like everything, but this I love schnitzel though, so I don't know if that would go together or not, but
All right. Next time you guys are down, we're doing actually next time you're down, we're doing a schnitzel. Kevin, you can do a chicken burger.
Okay.
Sound good?
sweet.
Cool guys. All right. I appreciate this. This was fun. Once again, Kevin, all the best out at Scotch and Ponder.
Yeah, man, say hi to Simon.
Yeah.
Will do. Yep. I'll try to get both of those episodes up as soon as possible. This one and that one.
Quickly drinking some of Simon's whiskey the other day.
Oh
There you
yeah.
There may be some editing out of this one that you may need to.
Maybe. Or perhaps I just leave it all in. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fun. But I think whatever we do next, though, we should definitely get into the glass thing because I kind of want to. I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I'm definitely leaving Sheldon in. I'll tell you that much.
I don't care. Most people know. I mean, sure, there's a bunch of people that know who he is anyway.
Yeah.
It's fine. I was what we're supposed to do, right? I didn't even listen. Did PWS guys release their second one yet?
They've released their second one, which is a completion of like the first tasting. The second tasting, I think they normally release them at the end of the month,
I thought
or
they
it's
were
on
on
the first of the month.
one.
No, the first one they talked about stuff, and then they were talking about having the second one having the X Master blender from Eau Claire on.
Yeah, they had that one. That one's been released.
Yeah, okay, I didn't listen to that. Did they mention us in their podcast?
I think
so.
in their third one there.
Oh, the third one? That's what the questions were for? I don't know. We keep getting asked all these questions about our whiskey group, and then I'm like, I don't know when they're coming out or when they're saying stuff or what's happening. So,
Regardless, I think there's some good extra content for people that are listening. If you're interested in whiskey podcasts, go check out Last Call Whiskey Podcast.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is your mind on whiskey.
blown. No.
Unpoured Perspectives. Later.
Signing off.